got my I'm Not a Morning Person beanie, we got my Harry Potter cup of coffee, and we're good to go. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, hello, welcome, thank you so much for stopping by. Today's video is going to be another palette unboxing video, makeup gifted unboxing type video. I really don't know what to call it. I think I named my last one like makeup haul. This time my friend Yessie sent me a couple palettes that she was decluttering. Same kind of story as it was with Becca. They both filmed declutter videos and had sent me pictures of palettes that they were getting rid of. But this time these palettes are from my friend Yessie. I will leave her channel link down below. And I had watched her video, like I got the notification that she had posted it and I was like, cool, like I'm gonna just get ready for work watching this video. And I didn't, know she was going to send me a message on Instagram asking if I wanted any, because like her disclaimer in the beginning was like not to comment asking for palettes. I was just curious on what she had and what she was decluttering, and like why she was decluttering certain palettes. So I don't know, I enjoy watching palette collections and declutters for that reason. Yessie is such a sweetheart. She does vegan and cruelty-free makeup reviews, tutorials, and all that. So I will leave her channel link down below as well as her Instagram. I had put a poll on Instagram a couple weeks ago when this package came in asking if you guys wanted me to do an unboxing of it like I did with the previous video, and everybody had said yes, so that's what we're doing. I'm gonna quit rambling and let's get on to the eyeshadow palettes. Alright, so the first palette is the ABH Norvina Volume 4, and out of all the Norvina palettes, personally this would have been the one that I had considered picking up. So this wasn't in her video, that's why I'm talking about this one first. I will also leave her palette collection and video linked down below. She was like, one of the shades came broken, but like if you'd want it, I'm like, dude, like I will take it because this is the one that I was the most interested in. It has a giant mirror, so hold on. But this first shade came broken. It still has a little bit of the shadow, so like, I mean, it's still usable. It's not like it's completely gone. In this video, we're gonna do 4 swatches of the shades in this palette. And this swatch A1, the broken one. We're gonna swatch C4, swatch E4. These mattes are so creamy. And let's do this neon yellow. Here is that A1 shade that came broken. That's a shame. That shade is so pretty. There's this shade, so pretty. This deep purpley red color. And then the, whoa, neon yellow. The camera is not doing that shade justice at all. And if you guys are wondering what's on my eyes, I have a little bit of A5, B1, D1, and a little bit of D5 and B3. So next is a palette that I have I cannot talk today. So next is a palette that I contemplated buying multiple times, especially when it goes on sale, and this is the Dose of Colors Desi and Katie Friendication palette. And this is just a gorgeous everyday palette. I love the neutrals, and these are like my favorite pops of color with the blue and like the grungy golden green. The red's really pretty too, like the reddish berry shade. It's just so pretty. This is so pretty. So like we are gonna swatch Dirty Money because this is my kind of color. We're gonna do the Just a Kiss shade, which is like that glittery topper shade. I think this one's Churro. Yeah. And then Jeans, but this is Just a Kiss. This Dirty Money shade, Churro, and Dose of Colors formula is so good. Like the shimmers are insane, the mattes are so creamy and just smooth and pigmented. Ooh, it has to be the cutest palette I've ever seen. Even my boyfriend thinks it's super cute, and honestly he doesn't care about makeup, but like he can appreciate good packaging. And like the Cosmetics Sugar and Sweets palette. And I don't have very many pastel shades. I know they're lighter, obviously pastel, they're not going to be like as insane, but I figured for the wintertime it would probably be a fun way to incorporate some color without being like too bright. So when she was getting rid of this one, I was like, hold on, like looking at the color story, but like also the packaging, like I'm a sucker for packaging, so this will definitely be one that gets displayed when I actually have a way to display some makeup when I, move in, however long that's going to be, and I'm out of this apartment, but that's another story. Right here, the camera is not doing justice. I used this as like an inner corner highlight and a nose highlight when I did a Venom shoot. We are going to swatch that one, so maybe you guys can actually see how beautiful it is. and it's one that with a black base, and you put this on top, like I said, it looked fantastic for my Venom look. Let's do this yellow. Names are on the back of the shades, so I don't know what they are right off the top of my head. I'm not the biggest pink fan, but this pink is really, really pretty. I can blue shade. Alright, so here's that blue purpley shade. Like I said, I do not think the camera is doing it justice. Matte blue, yellow shimmer, and then the matte pink. Like, that is a bubblegum bright pink if I've ever seen one. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about with this shade. So I'm going to take a little bit of black eyeliner, just right there. The depth you get with this shade on top of a black eyeliner. Alright, so next is a brand I've been wanting to try for a really, really long time, but I've just never gotten around to it, and it is Sugar Pill, and this is their little Twin Stars palette. This is such a cute palette. I love the colors. This is such a pretty shade. Like, this is one of my favorite shades just in general, like not as makeup, but like as a shade. So we're definitely gonna swatch this one. We're gonna swatch this silvery blue shade, swatch this shade, and we'll do the dark coppery shade. Here's this silvery blue shade. That is like metallic foiled silver. Holy cow. The only matte shade in the palette, and like it does blend out to be that light, but like full on swatch it is pretty bright. So we're gonna build that back up so you guys can actually see it without me blending it away. That would be a pretty highlight shade. It might be, I don't know, I might have to try that shade as a highlight. And then we've got the golden bronzy shade, which this, like, the packaging and the colors just totally go together. Like, you can tell that like these are the colors you're gonna get, and like the colors fit with the theming of the palette. I think it's so well done. So I'm definitely excited to keep playing around with this. Next is this Makeup Obsession Ratty Daydream. I think Ratty is a Instagrammer makeup person. I have no idea. I've never tried anything from Makeup Obsession either, so I'm definitely excited. I saw this collection go around. That's why I'm pretty sure that Ratty was a person. They had like a Daydream and Night palette and like some other stuff. I know there was more than just this palette with the collection. I use this for my Gryffindor look, and the yellow, orange, and the reds, so good. So we're gonna swatch this yellow. I'll do the red, this green shade. Let's do this shade. So we've got the shimmery mint green. We've got the yellow. Like, look at that yellow. Like, so good. The red, and then the shimmery bronze, but it's so pretty. Alright, so next is the Morphe 35M palette. It screams fall, and I knew it is very hit or miss. Mainly I just wanted it for the first 2 rows, but like everything about this palette is so pretty and so me. So swatch this shade, because we'll swatch the green. I'm gonna do this green down here. It's very purple down at the end. Alright. This shade just has so much dimension to it. It is insane. Like, do you see that? This shade is super light, but it's still so pretty. Like, I'm obsessed with these kinds of greens, like matte or shimmer. This one is a dark, like, khaki green that I just love. And then this, whoa, okay, dark bluish purple shade. Super. So next she sent me to the ColourPop 9-pan palette. So we have the In a Trance and the Just My Luck palette. We're gonna just super pretty. Again, very wintry vibes. It's got a Super Shock shade right here, which I'm obsessed with. Like, we're gonna swatch this one for sure, so I'm just gonna get that. The biggest fan of pressed glitter. They're just very messy to me. Like, even if I use like a glitter primer or anything and just like tap it on with my finger and then remove it from my finger right away with a makeup wipe, like go wash my hands, do whatever, use my makeup eraser to like remove glitter off my hands, I still find glitter everywhere. I'll swatch this shade as well. This shimmery pink, Just swatch this one because here's that Super Shock shade, and it's just like, it looks like nothing, and then bam, like, ugh, I love their Super Shocks. Here's that blue, here's that shimmery pink, and then that purple shade. The Just My Luck palette, which I definitely considered picking up after the No Vibe because, again, I'm obsessed with it. I used this for my Slytherin look. We're gonna swatch this shade. We're gonna swatch All of You. We're gonna do this shade as well, and we're gonna do the Mary Jane shade. 2 mattes and 2 shimmers in here, but here's the, so pretty. There's that little minty shade. And then just look how bright that Mary Jane shade is. Like, these shades are all so pretty. Alright, so lastly I have 3 palettes from e.l.f. And the first is the Retro Paradise. Next is the Earth and Ocean palette. And then Opposites Attract palette. And warm tones, you've got your cool tones. You've got mostly mattes, which I love. I use this to shade every single Harry Potter look I did, with like shading on the white collar and like the tie and everything. We'll let you guys see the gray. We'll do Clever because it's like a kind of like a purpley silver, so like a taupey kind of color. Happy. We'll do Spicy. So here's that taupey shade. Here's that gray, the mustard, and the coppery shimmer. So pretty. Like, this is almost like my sweater color gray. Next is the Earth and Ocean, which we all know that I'm living for this grungy green yellow side. Blue is so pretty too. Like, I mean, I'm biased because blue is like my favorite color in general, but like grungy green and yellow, I love how they look on my eyes. So I think I used this one in Ravenclaw mainly, and I think I used it in a Hufflepuff as well, if I remember correctly. This shade right here, we're gonna swatch. Just wait till you see the swatch of that one. Swatch this shade here, Silver, this matte dark shade, because we've only got shimmers. Whoops. So that white gold shade I was talking about, like, most perfect inner corner highlighty shade. Look at that. That'd probably be a really pretty golden face highlight as well. This shade, here's that Silver, the matte dark blackish blue shade. So lastly is the e.l.f. Retro Paradise. Everybody hypes this palette up and it's super cute, so I know why, but like, this shade right here is what makes the palette for me, and it's Paraiso. I have no idea if I'm saying that correctly, but like, it is so gorgeous. I obviously have to swatch my mustardy shade because a little like lilac-y. Do the shimmer down here. Do you see that? It kind of reminds me of the shade in the Melt Impulsive palette that I love so much, so I might compare those two. That lavender shade, and then the shimmery purpley blue shade. But I am going to compare Poppin' Bottles to this shade just to see if they are as similar as I think they are. Like, let's actually see. So this is the Melt shade right here, and here's the e.l.f. shade. So you can kind of see they are quite similar. The Melt one just has a little bit more of a golden peach undertone, where this one has a pinker undertone. Alright guys, so that was it for all the palettes I had just gotten from Yessie. I have now added 11 more palettes to my collection. So Yessie's channel, her Instagram will be linked down below, as well as her declutter videos if you guys want to see all her eyeshadow palettes, because a very diverse collection to say the least. So I definitely recommend watching that. And yeah, if you guys liked the video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down below and turn on the little bell notifications so you guys know every single time that I upload. And yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!